Hello and welcome to another video of Archons Only, where we try to beat Genshin Impact using only Archon characters. So I just realized that I have all of these characters that can be ascended to level 20, and I have all the resources, so it means that we can easily get standard banner wishes from them. But I haven't done it because I was thinking of it would be actually to spend a lot of material, especially books, only to ascend characters I'm never going to use. But at the same time, if I can only have a few Archons, and how it seems we only have 2 Archons in more than a month, I think we will not going to spend all the materials that we get at all. So this could be a great idea to use the books and try to get some, at least standard banner wishes. What I actually want to get from these wishes is to get some weapons, especially if we can get any 5-star weapons from the standard banner. That would be great, because if we get characters, again, we cannot use them. And I would really hate to get another 5-star character. If you remember in the second episode, pulling on Noel's banner, we got actually a 5-star and it was Kaching. So basically, I don't want to see that again in these kind of wishing videos. So we can hope to get a weapon. Unfortunately, that's not included in the wishes that you do, so it's actually lost and it doesn't create any pity. Because if that, I think there is a theory, correct me if I'm wrong or not, but you should get once a character and the following 5-star should be a weapon, and then a character and then a weapon, and such on. So if that would be true, by now we would have another weapon. But I think now it's random what we can get, so we will see what happens over time. But I really wish to get, for example, a bow for Venti. I don't know about the swords for Furina, but maybe a polearm for Raiden or anything. I think the worst thing we can get is to get a claymore, because there are no Archon claymores at this point. So I don't know my PD, to be honest. I really didn't check on time. I don't remember, but I think we're really far away from getting actually a 5-star character. So what we can hope in here is to get any 4-star weapon or any character that we don't have, so we can get an extra wish. So for now, it seems that we're only getting blues, another blue, and the last one, okay, it's a purple. So what do we get? We get the flute. I think I didn't have a flute before. Let's see. Yeah, so we just got a flute. I don't know if it's going to be useful or not. I think not, because Furina would not be beneficial or would not benefit from it at all. But I don't know, we get another weapon. We have a lot of swords, to be honest, and claymores. I wish we get more bows or even catalysts. Oh, we got this catalyst from the event and we can refine it right now. So I know this catalyst was made for the new characters in Fontaine, so probably it's not going to be good for Nahida. That's the only character that we can have right now, but who knows if we can use it in the future, or we can create any crazy build in the future, but we will see. So if you remember from before, we really had problems trying to complete this 5-star bounty quest, because the different enemies one-shot us really easily, especially when we have only Venti, but also when we have really low level Furina. So now that we have a decent level, a decent build Furina and Venti, I think it would be interesting to see if we can actually complete it and try to get the maximum experience to upgrade our Mondstadt reputation. That would be helpful for us because it will get us different things that we can use. For example, the food sachet, also the waypoint teleport, the portable waypoint teleport. I don't know how it's called. The teleport thingy that you can use and you can place anywhere. And for example, we can actually use that to try to unlock the different challenges where we need to use an element. So we can actually get the infusion in Venti, we can teleport to the waypoint, and we can then use our ultimate and swirl the element that we're embedded in. And I hope that could be useful to activate some of the different pillars and try to get more quests doing that. I don't know what materials do you need. Maybe I should start farming them at some point, so we can use them, because probably we need to use a lot of them. And I really never build them because you never had the necessity. But in this case of challenge that we cannot have, for example, pyro or cryo archons, we actually need to get creative with the solutions that we can get. So as you can see, it was really easy to defeat, and that gives me a lot of hope, because now we can get this reputation by hundreds, at least 300, using the bound hunters every week. So that would be helpful for us to try to advance the reputation, try to claim some of the rewards. And I think the ruin hunters are actually the harder ones from them. So if you get, for example, in this case, a ruin guard, or even the Eye of Storm, or any other thing, I think it's going to be way much easier. It's going to be way much faster. Well, this one seems to be immune to Hydra. It's Hydra or anything. I must read the weaknesses, to be honest. It might be also weak to Anemo, so I might need only to use physical Venti. That would be fun. It's going to take forever. I wonder what I can do, to be honest. I will need to use furina as a healer for sure, because it's not making any damage at all. But I might use Venti as a plunging, so I can use the skill to actually create a swirl, a tornado, or something like a current of wind that raise me up, and then I can start using the plunging attacks and try to make a lot of damage. Yes, I think it takes more damage from plunging attacks. You can see 5,000 plunging attack. That's a lot. So let's see if we can actually defeat him really easily using this technique. I think I discovered how to do that when I was trying to break some chests in Liyue, and that were the rock chests. And it's something that I would never thought of doing, because if you have a claymore, if you have a sword character, you can break them really easily. But now that we don't have, or at that time we didn't have any of them, you actually start to learn more about characters or way to defeat enemies in a non-conventional way, or not intended way. And I think it's really fun. It gives me a lot of perspective of how I can do other things. For example, when the domains, when we're stuck, how I can actually do to, or how I can use the domain to my favor, and see how can I complete it. For example, using Venti to go through the walls and everything. I think that's something that I was not expecting at all to work. And until now, I think I was able to complete any other domain that does not, well, that even requires to use a certain element. The only ones I'm not being able to complete is the one that you actually need to use an element to start them. For example, there is one that you need to defeat, or the ones that you need to test the elements. You need, for example, to have Electro to activate a pillar, and then that's going to activate the whole event, and I actually cannot do it. But maybe we can, when we get Raiden, we can try to do them. I know that I did the one for Hydro when I just got Furina, so you might need some time to wait. And there is another ones that you have to use certain characters that they give you in the test, and I cannot do them because none of them is an Archon. So, for example, they have Sucrose, they have others. I think Amber, they have Kaya, I think they have Diluc in one of them, and actually cannot use them because they don't give you the option of bring your characters. They only let you use the ones that are up there, and as I said, none of them it's Archon, so I guess I would not get those Primogems. So another way to test how strong we become, we can actually fight the Anemo hypostasis that is finally named Beth, and see how easy or how slow we can defeat it. And you can see having furinas here is making it really easy, because we don't only rely on Venti's main basic attacks. We now can get reactions and hydro, and the animals are doing like 1k damage. That's kind of good, to be honest, for something that we just got. I hope she can get even stronger. Maybe with the right build and with the right artifacts, we can actually transform her from a healer to a DPS if we need her. But I think prioritizing the healing right now is the most crucial, as that's the main role that we have for her, and we need someone to take care of our health, especially because I'm really bad at dodging. So I know this is actually not necessary and we can avoid it, but I really want to get the fishing weapon to Furina. I think it's one of the best weapons she can get, and even we can refine it to R5 if we fish enough. So unfortunately for that, we need to go first to Sumeru, and my whole goal to go to Sumeru is not to start doing quests or unlocking places, is try to focus a little bit more and try to only get the fishing spot and try to get the bait and unlock the purple one. That's the one we need for the fishes at Fontaine. And once we get that, it's going to be going back to Fontaine, I think, at least until we can continue with the Archon quests, and also until we can get Nahida, because it will be really nice to explore Sumeru with Nahida. Funny enough, the next story quest that we need to do is Inazuma, and the next Archon, it seems, is going to be Raiden Shogun. So that's actually kind of fitting. So if we want to level her up, we actually need to go to Inazuma to get all the materials and everything. So it's kind of fitting that we can explore, as we are exploring Fontaine with Furina, we can also explore Inazuma with Shogun Raiden. So unfortunately there is a long way that we need to get from the first Archon statue that we get till the fishing spot. And for that I will need to unlock another part of the map, and that's actually what I'm doing. I'm trying to reach the other statue of the 7 and see if we can see better the different places and try to locate where the fishing lady is, and there we can try to see if we have everything to buy one, or what else do we need, and also what else do we need to create the different baits. So this might take a while, but at least we can see some of the different architecture that is, or landscape that is in Sumeru. So something I'm not really keen, or I'm not expecting to do in a pretty long time at least, is the Archon story questing here. It was so long, and I really hate that every Archon quest is becoming longer and longer, and even heard that Furina's is even longer, so I'm not really keen to do that. I really like the new implementation that they did, when you can actually do the domains that you need without doing the Archon quest. So that would be great for Furina, because if we need to wait until we get the Archon quest, we need to wait like a really long time. We need to do first, I think, Sumeru, and then so we would do Inazuma, then Sumeru, then Fontaine, to just level up to her talents to level, I think, 6 and more. That's something that I cannot wait to do. So if we can skip all the different quests, that would be way much easier, and we can actually try to fight it when we have access to it. The other thing that I was thinking is that it would be great also for Nahida, because we will need to get, if I'm not wrong, I will need to get the Wanderer boss. So that would also take us a lot of time to complete all the quests to actually level up Nahida. But luckily they added that. I don't know when I'm going to be able to access to that. Maybe I need to get some level up, but we will see. That is really great. That I really love that Furina can walk in the water. This is really great for us. It's going to make everything way much easier. Especially, I'm thinking about Inazuma. We don't even need to get a boat. We can use Furina to travel from island to island. That would be really funny to see, to be honest. I'm really keen for that. So we finally got into the fishing lady. As you can see here, we need to get more fishes to actually get the bait, unfortunately. So probably what I'm going to do is going to farm the fishes outside camera, or remove it from a video or something like that, and just jump into straight getting the bait and try to fish the new Sumeru fishes at least. So by the power of addition, I just got the fish to get the bait, and I'm just flying to the location where the lady is. I don't know what are the materials. I don't know if I have them in my inventory. I hope I have them, so I can actually create them and fish them faster. And if not, I probably are going to continue or try to farm them as soon as possible. Maybe in the next video we can do actually the fishing. And the interesting thing is that we not only would need to fish for Furina's sword, but also we would probably need to do it for the catch for Raiden Shogun I think that would be her best weapon that we can get easily or free to play. But we'll see what we can get in the future. That would be another fun part of the video, although I'm not really happy about fishing a lot, but well, if you can get it for free and it works, why not doing it? So I think that will be everything for the video of today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you really like the video, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.